It would be good if there was a design tool, by the way. I would love to play with this in a design context, but I don't really want to use Excel, lol. Let's put that there. Super. So there we go. Now the beacon might be a bit in my face, but we'll see. And then what we do have is a line of engines underneath. I think I'm trying to think how many we should have. We should probably have 2. Let's put another one on. So we've got 4 in total. Pushing back because the retro was pretty terrible. And then what we need to do is think about how we're going to make this a forward thrusting beast. We could have 1 engine, large engine, maybe. There we go. That looks pretty shit hot, doesn't it? And then we just need to think about how we're going to do side thrust. So we need up, down, left, right. And I guess we could just put them on here. So there we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we need to think about side thrust now. I guess we could probably... it's not pretty, I know. I am also aware of this. I guess we could put them on here. I don't like putting them on here, because it will kind of distort the view, but what choice do I have, bro? There we go. So we've got 1, 2. So I was just going to put a couple more like that. Nice. And then I guess, because I do play with thrusters not damaging, because I'm a cheat. There we go. So that, in theory, is a sleek profile. That should be completely sleek. Yep, there we go. Ah, no, it's not. I forgot. Need to move these top ones down a smidge, as we would say. Oh my god, no, wrong one. There we go. 9. Oh my god, I'm just going around in a circle, aren't I? There we go. Right. Perfect. Perfect. Right, I know I did all that creative. Don't hate me, bro. But that is it, I would say. I'd say that is our minor ready for action. Now, the only problem is... how do we... ah, yes we can. So let's dock. And let's go to our info screen. So we should have even production. We do! Isn't that lovely? So assembler 1, assembler. Now nothing's flowing into it, so that's obviously not working. So we need to think about that. Because we're getting some stuff come through. Let me just put the eye in there maybe. Control panel. I guess you need to eject from the refinery into the thingamajig. But I have no idea how we do that. And I really do not want to sham about with it. It's not good. I guess it's more of a conveyor system. So, to be honest, we only really need 1 assembler. So let's take 1 off. And then maybe we just put a connector block. Would it be as simple as that, a conveyor? No, it doesn't like that. Why doesn't it like that? There we go. So if I now put the reactor back on, I'm sure I get it the right way around. Looks about right. So the question is, has that assembler now filling up? No, it's not. I guess the only option now is to connect the entire system. So if I delete that and I delete that, this probably will now work, because then it's all just one system, isn't it? There we go. Oh, hello, that didn't work. Okay, let's just delete that. It's probably those in the way. There we go. So, is that now working? No. I thought they were omnidirectional. Oh no, bidirectional, sorry. Okay, not too sure how that's going to work. We need to... would have 2 refineries, but I guess if 2 is an extravagance, we can drop to 1. But I do like the idea of everything being on 1 ship, so let's just put some thought into this. Could probably use tubes here as well, so let's just get rid of them, because it looks a bit poo. Go. Let's just see if they do connect, because if they do, then we know that's obviously working. Yep, okay, that's worked. There's still nothing being ejected from the refinery. I wonder if it's because it's trying to fire into the refinery there as well. Who knows? Let's have a look. Let's cut that. Let's cut that, and let's cut that, and let's just put it back in a different angle. Let's see if that works. Wiggling the part about a bit. Okay, doesn't like that. Doesn't like that either. No, 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 no. It could be because the reactor's there. No. I am at a loss why that's not working. Well, the only other option is to then build conveyors and have the assembler further away. So if I have, for example, I'm actually running out of ideas now. If I do that, so in theory the reactors come through to this and then maybe into that. So if I just cut that, and then we have the refinery here. Hopefully that makes sense. It doesn't like me building it there though. That's the only problem. Yeah, it'll like me building it there. There we go. Let's see if that works. Let's build the conveyor in properly. No, red. It's still red. It might be because there's no power actually. Let me have a look. Is the power gone? Yep, that reactor's floating I think, so I need to put the reactor back in. God, there's a lot of faffing about. There we go. So maybe it was working before, actually, now thinking about it. Anyway, let's have a look. No. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is. I'm not entirely sure how to fix that, and that's a shame. Let me think about this. I guess it's because I've got two refineries, and the two refineries are kind of jacking with each other. It feels like. That's the conveyor. I've only got one refinery or two. I do have two, don't I? Let me just see. There we go. That's the second refinery. There we go. Well, I'm not sure. I am actually not sure. I suspect probably it's telling me just go back to one refinery, which begrudgingly I think is probably right. So let's just do that. It would be good just to have the ability. Let's just get one working. That's probably the way to think of it. So before I delete the refinery that's actually filled with stuff, let's just make sure I get the right one. Okay, so I can delete this one. There it goes. Let's get rid of the pooper as well. Right, so ay caramba, please tell me I don't have to turn the ship around again. I'm trying to remember where I can put the, well, let's just channel it. So we know that there is, oh no there's not. Well, there's that one. Let's just use that one. So yeah, this is tricky actually. Curved conveyor tube, let's try that. Let's see if that works. And let's put the refinery here. Doop 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 be doop derp be derp. There we go. Nice. Does that turn green? Bugger. No, it doesn't. So I guess it's just conveyor blocks for them. That'll look pretty sweet if it did though. Right. Let's... oh, I've lost my cockpit, so that's not good. That's still the top of the ship as well, so I just need to make sure that I remember that. So let's put the engine back in. This is like taking apart a car to get something working, it really is. I love it. Real tinkerer in my old days. And I think we actually have a fair bit more space now as well, so let's just build a bit of a frame. There we go. Let's just build a bit of weight into the ship. And then we can have the cockpits. I'll put two, because it's always just safe, isn't it? It's always safe just to have two. There we go. Oh, there's no power. Yep, reactors keep going offline because I'm an idiot. Let's just put a row of reactors here. Yep, let's do it like that. Boosh, done. And I think we need gyroscopes as well, don't we? Flipping heck. Bit of a chore this, isn't it? But the beauty of it is that actually it's all incredibly entertaining. For me. For me, admittedly. But I hope you're enjoying it. There we go. So, in theory, this should be fully armed and operational and ready to go. Okay. Production. Still nothing. Inventory. How do I channel from the refinery into the assembler? Actually, having said that, how would I get stuff out of the assembler as well? What a moron. Yeah, I think it's going to have to be a connector block. Let me show what I mean. So it's going to have to be one of these, one of these. I think that's the only way it's going to work. But I don't know if you can put them on the side. I don't know if it will eject like that. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Let's try it. And let's put 7 there. Let's try it. So, okay. So we know that the pooper is the eye pooper. So we know that there is another collector there. So if we switch the collector. So the collector is obviously on, and that should be into the assembler. So that's the ass catcher. Assembly catcher, come on. It's your mind again, dude, not me. And then we have connector, which will be the ref thrower. And let's just try it out. Okay. It's still not working. Bugger. Yeah. I'm out of ideas, bro. Did I put that on the right way around? Yes, it did. I did, didn't I? Yeah. I'm not sure actually how to fix that. In theory, I guess if I move the refinery down... Hello? Is that shooting at me then? If the refinery gets moved down a tad, that might do it. But I think we're wasting a lot of time on this. Yeah, I'm not sure. Honestly not sure. I think we'll cut there. We'll see you next time, bros. Any ideas? Post in a comment.